a rough time for MOUZ as of late, but the British people, Hugo, they love an underdog.
Well, they will surely love M80. We've got Rory Jackson standing behind this American-German squad. M80, their first time on a stage. So Emily, I ask you, why don't we give them a warm welcome? This is going to be a lot of fun. M80. Never been this far before, never stood on a stage, and MOUZ, a clear favorite. But M80 have wind in their sails. A couple of huge upset victories coming into this competition. It was online, this is LAN, this is a different beast.
Yeah, they've been speaking very confidently on the run-up to this arena debut for the M80 squad, but no team knows quite like MOUZ how jarring that transition to playing in these arenas can be. So let's see how this pistol round shapes up. Spinks straight away in the feed, Exertion's getting run at, but into the crossfires go M80, and this pistol round gonna go dominantly against them as MOUZ collect.
Slaughtered. Little exec into B. There's gonna be a lot of game tape for MOUZ to study. As long as they respect their opponent today, they're gonna be able to have done their research and see what M80 have been doing, right? It's been a season of online play, domestic play for M80, getting a lot of reps. And it certainly helped this team in taking upset victories on map like Overpass, beating even Na'Vi. And so MOUZ know what they're up against. 4 stack on that B bomb site shuts down the rush.
It's a classic round. 4 go A, bomb goes B.
And MOUZ bite the bullet. MOUZ fall for it. A lurk smoke even lets the part happen. Oh my God.
They've done the MM strat.
Absolutely robbed.
Everyone likes that.
Come on, knife one.
Extra money locked in at 4 M80.
Oh. They're happy either way. 5 alive for MOUZ. M80 coming through with their first gun round. Pressure is on. I like that we're getting Lake talking smack coming into this game, calling MOUZ beatable, saying they're confident, saying they can't wait to face Vitality. But this is a MOUZ that have graduated from studio merchants to masters of the stage themselves, still hunting trophies, but a team that should have no problem on paper dispatching of M80 today.
All right, first buy round for M80. They haven't loved the first 2 rounds of play. Let's see if this is where it can change. It's going to be a bit of an assault on towards middle to open this up. The nades do big damage. Jimmy on the receiving end of that. And so that will help M80 get this mid control they're looking for. Of course, it's unconfirmed damage right now, so they're still being slow on the approach.
Very slow outside of B as well, right? We know Brolin's an extremely aggressive player in this position, keen to come through smokes, keep pressure on, get flashed out in the mid-round, forcing advantages for MOUZ. But finally getting up to Heaven side is M80. Looking to meet him there is Swisher. That molly will push Brolin back into the bomb site, keeping MOUZ 3 strong on B. How much of a fake do we get with Hex this committed? MOUZ are going to go for info first. This could pay off for Hex.
Been waiting a long time. Finally going to get the push he was looking for, and Hex deals with them both. Jimmy and Exertion falls, and that starts forcing a rotate out of MOUZ, but they're losing players all across the map.
Sharp shots.
Torshi and Spinks will be in the right place, but they've got a lot to do here. 2 versus 5 as this site hit begins.
Right kills at the right place could win you this round, but an assault of utility makes it an impossibility. Spinks late in a 1-on-5. Clears out the first, but that is the penny dropped here for M80. Absolutely fine to hunt down this gun as Spinks throws in the towel. M80 find their first round in the playoffs.
Didn't take him long.
I think it's so important that M80 actually start fairly strong in this game and don't just get swept under. You know, first pistol converted, gun round go to MOUZ, 5-0 down. You're feeling, you know, very nervous. M80 have gotten here off the wings of momentum, off of coming in and taking a map off of Vitality. They beat VP, they beat Na'Vi, they beat Fnatic. Their run is legit to get to the playoffs here. So seeing M80 come in strong, a reason to stay confident, that's the way M80 have to win today. It won't be a comeback. It's got to be them hitting hard out of the gate. So first gun round locked in.
I mean, I'm also going to be watching this guy very, very keenly. Hext was a real driving force behind their run to get here. This guy in clutches was phenomenal, and he was like the most clutch player of the group stage.
Yeah, 7 clutches across online play to get here. And he's just been a vibes guy. That's what it looks like, a very loud piece in this team. We've seen him talk smack across different iterations, different rosters over these last couple of years. A lot of energy. Definitely keeps this team loose and calm at times. And they'll need that now more than ever. This time, no A main for Hex. Jimpat takes it back. And M80 look to pop mid-late.
All right, Brolin, what you got? Deals with Swisher, the first man in. That's a no advantage for M80 this time around. They're going to have to go and earn it. Scaling back out of mid, but they've thrown in that donut smoke to try and cut off the info, and so now still feel a bit of pressure here. That's only going to add to it. Here's the opener for M80 getting involved. Lake with that entry, and now running it down. Spinks nearly caught out in the open. That was a golden opportunity to start this B play. Instead, Torshi's looked to bail them out, and so M80 scrapping their way in. They get the control, they get that bomb plant, a man down in this post plant.
And not enough nades to get him off the bomb, so M80, it's a winnable round, but they need to take position back. Lake is stuck in the open on the fade of this smoke. Changing positions last second. Lake has the cover as Torshi dies in the smoke. There's no trade. MOUZ have no kit, no nades. They've got to make it work quickly. And Lake says no. 4 kills deep into this gun round. He sends Jimmy packing. M80 get it done off their star entry. Give them an inch. They take the mile and run through this B bomb site.
Can Lake get the ace? No, Hex gonna clean it up. But that's the opener and the closer working in tandem. Lake with a stellar round. That's M80, a man down. Both times they try and make their play, and Lake able to bridge the gap on that round.
Yeah, it feels like a weird post-spawn there for MOUZ, right? Just getting kind of caught out in that deep Molotov. No one there to help Torshi. B can feel really hard to hold in post-spawns if you don't have long or if you don't have cave. M80 make it work in the open. And that breaks MOUZ fully here in this 5th round.
Gotta be honest, the smooth start for Lake and Hext is very, very promising.
I mean, those are the pieces you need. Those are the pieces that have been the most exciting part of this M80 run, right? Like you said, opener and closer, the 1-2 punch here of M80.
All right, farm up. Dealing with this one cleanly as well. A chance to start building up some money. Make themselves harder to break on this T side. That's M80 up into the lead.
MOUZ's chance to get back in the game now with a full buy. I want to see if we get some more plays being made out of MOUZ at this point in the game, right? We know it's a team that love to take back B lane, has a very capable mid player. MOUZ are no easy team to upset on a map like Ancient. Rory Jackson calling the shots here as MOUZ call their first timeout. It's M80's coach who played on this very stage 7 years ago under Complexity fame. Death back in the building.
If you were here for the London Major, you would have seen him already. And so been a bit of a nostalgic feeling for Def in this M80 squad, returning to this venue.
Doesn't want to lose in the quarters again, though. Hoping he can long it out this afternoon. Torshi's orb in play here for MOUZ.
Yeah, they just had the timeout as well. MOUZ going to look to try and set the record straight. Something that's interesting is M80, they even describe themselves as an aggressive team, but I would go as far as to say this has been a pretty slow T-side thus far. Not looking to make any crazy, audacious plays just yet. Kind of easing their way into this quarterfinal.
Yeah, breathe, you know, feel out the atmosphere first. It's a very uncertain feeling for all 5 of these players, so let's see if they can find their comfort in another important buy round.
Both players in red get smoked off. There's not a nade to blow that open, so for now, Exertion and Torshi have to reposition.
It's very methodical for M80. Every position taken has a nade behind it, has purpose. They've got Lake in a very strong spot. Will Torshi bite? Oh, nice molly. Oh, team kill. Bit of a disaster. But they find the entry. That's what they were looking for. This backstab, timing is everything.
Torshi aggro down the ramp on a good timing. Gets slacks with the util.
Big.
But still the entry's coming up, and they change their mind on the fly here with Lake opening the back door. Kills coming in for M80. They're going to link up with an A-side plant. It's Hext and it's Lake.
Uh-oh.
These are the 2 heavy hitters. Let's see what they can do. Torshi and Spinks move in for the retake.
Hi.
The first shot rallies past. Hext is given a second chance at life here. Doesn't know about the CT wrap. Lake's trying to spot it, but low on health. It's going to fall to Hext. Deals with the first man in. Do the clutches translate from online to the arena? Hext trying to cook up another one, but Spinks shuts him out of it.
Oh, awkward nade. Could have made all the difference in that. Allowed him time to peek, to reposition. There would have been no audio for Spinks, but the clutch comes through for the experienced player of MOUZ. It's an awkward little post plant where Lake feels like he has to help Hext, who's stuck in the site, who can't reposition. After an even more awkward team kill as well. It's a nice try for M80. Good mid-round call coming out from this squad, but MOUZ still survive. Trading blows here with M80, who have yet another buy. It's going to be hard to flush this M80 economy out.
It's the upside of getting some of those cleaner rounds on the board early. Flawless versus the full eco. A lot of damage done here in middle, but the kills belong to MOUZ.
Oh.
That third man trying to force the fight is just food for Exertion.
Delicious. And Brolin out from heaven. The only way in for M80, but they can't pick up the pace. They're still blocked at this B-bomb site. The bomb is so far away. So they have to hope for a mistake. These are moments where MOUZ should excel. Don't need to overcommit to fights, but Exertion has the info on the donut cross. MOUZ in very strong positions now. Spink starts to move over. But the timing just got missed by M80, who are getting closer and closer into B.
Torshi on a close angle with this AWP as well, puts it to work. And so for M80's captain, a very unlikely 1-on-4. Torshi just on this line, and he's got support ready to come through. One missed shot gets the ball rolling. How much further can Sin hope to take this? Jimmy's on his way. The clutch is getting harder and harder by the second. He's got a 1v1 on Exertion, but past that, nothing comes for free. And so there's the kill. Exertion on the line, and MOUZ ready to deny that clutch attempt. It's a far more dominant round against M80 with the cleanup in mid from Jimmy and Exertion.
Yeah, good read from MOUZ, knowing what M80 have been exploiting. It's been these late mid takes coming in from heaven, coming through this mid smoke, breaking it a lot. SMG's up close. Brolin finally makes his cave play. That's more the MOUZ we came to expect. Not afraid to get stuck in. Because while M80 may thrive in chaos, MOUZ have the players for that as well.
It does feel like the first few rounds of this have kind of been both teams getting a measure for the other one, right? Even though there's a lot of tape to go over, as you say, this isn't a head-to-head we've had. And so there's no degree of familiarity, right? And you can glean a lot from watching the VODs back, but as we kind of commented on, M80 came in with a bit of a slower pace than usual to open up. And so both teams kind of sizing each other up in these first few rounds. Now MOUZ are making their plays. Def wanted some time to weigh in here, calling his own pause. Ever since Cyclone got on the mic, MOUZ have found success, so let's see if Def can do the same thing. They've certainly conditioned MOUZ to worry about this mid control.
M80, the kind of team to just throw in quicker rounds. That's what we saw in online play when they have momentum in their pocket to not be afraid of a B rush here and there. This does look like an earlier attack. 3 straight out B lane. Like keeping the pressure on the middle, breaking the smoke.
Feels a bit more like they're trying to feign some of this B action earlier, right? With that lurk smoke in, that's like a notable change for MOUZ, and it did make them more nervous, but that won't help you. Smoke spam for Brolin. And so they go about getting this mid control. They're not being given an opportunity to equalize here. Smoke blowing open, Exertion and Torshi both get away with murder.
Timing couldn't have been better there for MOUZ, and a bitter pill to swallow for M80. 2 players caught crossing. Disaster strikes. This round is over. Unless Slacks has something to say. Flank on this B bomb site opening up. He's got to meet with his teammate. He has no choice in his path. Roland with Cave locked in, but as soon as they know Swish's position, he can activate, and Spinks just nails him through the wood. Now they turn around. Slacks goes in for 2, but Brolin still suspected in the corner, holds it down. Double kill for the captain of MOUZ, and they start to take a lead. They start to run away as M80's economy gets broken.
Sigh of relief for MOUZ, who is certainly getting a bit nervous after the hot start from M80, but now they've regained control over this game. Putting themselves in the winning position, having control of the money. These are things MOUZ love to see. It's just an eco round here, chance to try and dig Torshi for Hexed. I mean, getting him off this line is going to be difficult.
You take your chances with the Deagle, but Flash will help. It actually blinds M80 as well. And Torshi's got cover from Rifle, so M80 are not going to find a way into this position. Slacks looks elsewhere.
I mean, as the game's gone on, Brolin's been kind of pushing his luck more and more at Cave. You touched upon how he likes to go for those kind of aggressive moves. He's down to smoke it and play through. And we're certainly getting more of that as the game's gone on. That makes even getting out through the doors here feel a little bit scary for M80.
They could contact up. There's good room here in this site with only Spinks at the long side. It's down to Exertion's timing. If he can catch the bomb, he sees a player. That will turn Brolin around as well. Cave covered, smoke in the ramp. M80 just try and blitz through. It's not going to happen though. Looking like a flawless round now for MOUZ to find their 4th straight on this CT side. M80 running into a brick wall right now. Sin's going to have to call them out of this.
Probably feels a little rough for M80 because as far as they're concerned, they're getting pretty good space, right? They've been able to get this mid control whenever they've wanted it, but as the game's gone on, MOUZ are kind of offering up more and more solutions to this, whether it's Brolin getting aggressive or now that they've got money, Exertion and Torshi have had nades for these smokes in mid, right? That was something they didn't have early on in this CT side when they were a bit more strapped for cash. They were putting more energy into trying to actually stop this push through the smoke. Well, now they're down to give M80 the mid room.
It's also interesting how unthreatened they are of A. MOUZ don't seem to be playing A in any of these full gun rounds since Hex got that double kill. Not even Torchy's really been there, and MOUZ continue to make moves, make plays, going all the way down. On that smoke fade, got to be careful. Swisher's round the corner, and Hex is back in his A position. Swisher pays off.
I mean, this was how M80 found their first round on the board, right? It was a patient play from their extremity players to net them a double, and that's exactly what Swisher looks to do here.
Can't believe Spinks gets that kill on 5 health, stuck by the molly, and the rest of M80 stuck behind a smoke, but MOUZ don't know that.
I think a bit of time to Slacks. You don't want him to be the kill that kind of entices MOUZ to go for this. So him winning that out was a requirement. Slacks rifling well. The AWP for M80 currently topping the charts.
Forget the AWP.
He's been nailing them on the rifles. And so a nice little return to form here. A similar note to the first rifle round that M80 found, waiting for MOUZ aggression to come through and then capitalizing when they get those openers.
Yeah, that was MOUZ moving back into a really heavy B setup. Something that they haven't been doing for a while since the start of the game. It's been pretty mid-focused. Oh, Spinks, did he get seen? Maybe not, but Hex is coming in. Oh, he didn't check it. He didn't check it, Hex. Lazy clear. Regardless, M80 shooting for 6 by the end of this T side. They're keeping MOUZ honest right now. And surely MOUZ know, with the grave of opponents littered behind M80 in VP, Na'Vi, and Fnatic, not to underestimate M80 in this stage game.
Said earlier on how MOUZ have been kind of neglecting this A side of the map. Well, not here, not now, and an awkward boost.
Okay.
Slacks at least with the trade as he finally brings out this AWP. Important kill to pick up. I mean, both AWPers are finding a lot of success in this game right now, and so Torchy being out of the picture gives you a lot more freedom if you're M80. Going back to this mid control, they've got fights rolled out in front of them. Flash was good, but it also blinded Slacks, and so Exertion allowed to just bite down and deny this mid play.
That's a mess for M80, and they're not going to get out of this with anything. Sending the AWP in off the flash. If that was Lake, I feel like the entry's right there. Exertion's full blind, but Slacks scoped, just not close enough. And this one is clean for MOUZ. They lose their AWP, and no one else. It's a matter of time here for Swisher. And MOUZ make it so. So 7 rounds on this CT side at bare minimum means MOUZ are more than favored on M80's map pick. Moment of opportunity for M80. Will it be just that? I feel like he's making that scope like there could be an AWP in the round, but there's no way.
Certainly feels like the jitters have maybe set in a little bit, right? You've had some awkward moments in that last round. Hex too wide on the boost to give away the opening pick. An awkward flash and just overall take over this mid control. If they were able to pounce out, like you say, if Lake kind of led the charge there, it felt like they were destined to at least deal with one of those players pushed up in middle who were both blind at the hands of the Sin Flash. And so as MOUZ kind of power on, M80 certainly feeling a little more nervous as this chance at a great half has slipped through their fingers.
Straight out mid, back to classic. But Exertion keeps the door shut.
One of these B plays in the final round of the half, M80 might just look to drive this one home. They've got to get past the Torchy AWP again. It continues to be a problem. Slacks on the entries. His rifling's been fantastic in this game. 2 kills to the good. Torshi displaced. Sin and Slacks. The German contingent of M80 offering up resistance here. Sin takes it 1 step too far. That's the bomb lost, and things get awkward for Slacks now in this 1v2. Gap closes on him. Exertion. Push through the site. Slacks isn't aware of this, has no idea, and so surely a dead man. It's MOUZ powering up and winning out this half in dominant fashion. M80's map pick of Ancient called into question here as MOUZ are leveling up. 8-4 on the half. Things were hot off the top with M80 showing a lot of resistance early on. They embarked on that streak. They moved into the lead by round 5, but then MOUZ appeared, and suddenly you had Brolin getting aggressive, Exertion going about this mid control, and Torshi's AWP always present and always a problem for M80. Yeah, it's kind of a perfect storm for MOUZ so far. Jimpact not even really required in this CT side as MOUZ just run over M80 by the end of the half. Slacks has been a breath of fresh air. 13-9, barely even AWPing. Can his pistols save M80? It doesn't look good. Hex's chance back in the bomb site. They chase him down, and the dink early makes matters worse for M80. Good opening on the Dulbies. Okay. It's not a lake, it's an ocean of kills from Dual Berettas up close. And he's put the pep in the step for M80, trying to drive this one home all the way through into main. They push together. Torshi up close. Lake on for a chance at another ace. This is his second 4K in the game. Couldn't get it last time. Might be required to here. Spinks in with a chance to clutch, claws it back to a 1v2. Lake wants that ace on this stage. And there it is, a must-win pistol round, and Lake provides. Yeah, that's his first time doing it. Make some noise for him.
It's not all talk, this guy. Backs it up in the server, in the quarterfinals, and keeps MOUZ honest in this game. And so M80, a chance to play free in this second round. Just gonna go far MOUZ again. Like, don't do it to him. Switch has got the SMG, clean for 2, and that will do for M80. You know how quick these games can tighten up. MOUZ can't afford to let that happen here on Ancient.
A chance to give them a run for their money. MOUZ in with their first rifle round. And a lean over towards this A side of the map. Brolin just full sending it with util down. The rest of MOUZ instead looking for results out here in middle. Brolin's just applying pressure. M80 might bite down on this. Hext with a bit of an overextension there. Plays out through mid on a feeling. Didn't have any info. And so walks right in to exertion. And if you're MOUZ, you think you got him right where you want him. A 5v4. This is a bonus round for M80, so you now have the manpower and the firepower edge.
It's going to have to be Lake again. Slax does not have the weaponry for this round. And even Lake's beginning to rotate out. Oh no, a gamble being made by M80. The Spinks will only sell further. They need this kill, they find it. But they don't realize the penny doesn't drop. MOUZ making contact into the bomb site. By the time M80 know, it might be too late. Look at the space.
Go and take Donut here. There will be some fights available. Brolin catches Swisher midway through the weapon change, and that's just a free kill for him. Temptation is save might be there for M80, a man down. A lot of time ticked off this bomb, and they just don't have the positions to win this.
3 rifles and on a bonus round. It's the right call for M80. It's just a shame they rotate out just at the wrong time there. But a gamble had to be made. And I think even killing Spinks made them realize, yeah, this is not the guy who's going to be entering into cave on a B hit. This will be the lurk. So MOUZ, first gun round locked in. Don't let him down.
I think the crowd certainly have their favorite in this game.
Haven't booed any saves yet, though.
See if that changes. All right. MOUZ, another quick round. Fast into cave. M80 started this one off strong in middle, and so a little lacking on this B side of the map. You got to hope these mid players get some results. There's the Slacksaw. Lake teed up with util, but he's caught by that heaven reswing. The second man gonna punish Lake. There is a movement happening here for M80 though. Ramp control looking to come through. Re-aggro on the extremities. Looking to at least get info out of the way. Hext holds on to middle and denies exertion that control in red room.
Oh, Slax is just going for it right now. He is just forcing these kills. 4-on-2, bomb loose. They won't play for it. He's on his own, but they put MOUZ in a very difficult position. Spinks is trying to go forward, but Torshi will have to go back. And even though this B bomb site elected to be left by M80, MOUZ can't do anything with it. Spinks trying to force another kill. He is sharp today, 14 and 8. It's been ending rounds here for MOUZ. He's going to group up with his teammate. M80 don't batter their eyes.
Might be problematic for MOUZ that they haven't played for this bomb drop over in middle. They're wasting a lot of time here, anticipating that someone's pushed up. And with only 25 seconds left.
Oh, yeah.
This is already over.
There it is.
But still a very convincing round out of M80, right? Some really nice movement there. Ninja would be proud. This was a great little reaction after that mid-fight. You know, they come through with B aggression. Once that's kind of not seen anything, not accomplished much, Slacks also creeps up through main. They know that MOUZ have bigger problems. And so these gaps start to appear, and M80 go and find them.
And even Cyclone calls attack there. It seems like MOUZ have gotten in their head a little bit, even with that read on the bomb pickup. A lot of timeouts being used in this game. Burning through them. As this game tightens up and longs out, you're going to want him for later.
That's the other thing, you know, MOUZ, it's rare that you kind of get a quarterfinal like this where they are such heavy favorites. M80 are on a shocking run to have even made it this far. And in the eyes of many, getting to the playoffs is kind of job done for M80. They've already exceeded expectations. We talked about the momentum they're carrying with them into this quarterfinal, and that certainly plays a part. These guys have had a lot of reps in. Their run here to make it to these playoffs was legit as hell, besting the likes of Na'Vi, VP, and Fnatic. And so that only emboldens you. I mean, this is one of the most one-sided kind of playoff matches we've had this year, just in terms of expectation. But that can add a certain pressure to this MOUZ team to perform.
Good spot. And the all miss.
That was the chance at the 4-on-4. MOUZ might not give you another chance to punish. It looks like M80 want to try and force these fights, but with Spinks waiting in heaven, he's calmed down the line about this donut player. Still doesn't make it any easier. Lake and Hext get stuck in, and this 4-on-5 flips back the other way. M80, a man up, but empty bomb sites. MOUZ might have room to work with here.
Yeah, luckily for M80, there's no util for MOUZ to block these rotations, so Torshi really wants a kill. Looking for something as Sin doesn't speed up, holds on, lets MOUZ take the site, get comfortable. Torshi walks in for the default plant, that will be allowed, and M80 waiting for a huge flank from Lake. That picked up smoke does make a difference, but it also lets M80 cross long side. Kits available. Nades on the flank. M80 gonna have to win some fights.
Jimmy's had a quiet game. Oh, just leaving that angle. Right as Lake looks to move in. A lot of time ticked off this bomb. M80 are gonna have to start getting a move on.
Gotta go.
And with Torshi not having moved a muscle, Jimmy left to play around this bomb. Spam might have to connect for Jimmy as they get on the defuse. He's looking for this. Spam connects and Sin stops him. M80 with a huge round pickup there. Low and slow on the retake, battling back in from a man down. That could be a turning point round in this game for M80, as now the gap is just down to one round.
Felt like they left it too late. Lake had to run last second. That's what even gives MOUZ a chance in that 1v3. But Jimmy's had trouble in this game. I said it didn't matter in that CT side, but it certainly will if they fall in the map. I mean, Jimmy came onto this team as an explosive player, a guy doing more with less, a guy getting high value out of difficult roles, but his drop-off has been significant this year. Even when he upgraded Academy to the main team, he kept his stats across that year, across 2023 to 2024. They have dropped massively in this year alone.
Oh, backstop for exertion. That's a big problem. Slacks and Sin stop the initial hit, but then in comes Exertion with that backstab. And this round's still going, this round's still hot. MOUZ trying to carve a path in, and they get themselves armed now in a post plant. Nades find great damage, Spam connects as well. And this is claustrophobic, isn't it? Jimmy, get away from him. Both players, cave side, still util for M80 to work with. 3 players ready to swing long. Might be able to catch them on the reposition. Jimmy just gets out of there. Said that Hext has been a clutch player, and that's why 1v1 secured, game levels out, M80 tie us up. And finally one of these clutches for Hext.
Yeah, he's been shot out by Spinks a couple of times here. Jimmy's meant to be that other guy, he cannot close it. Only an eco for MOUZ, but so close, so winnable. And to go back to that Jimmy point, because I mean, he's dropped by a margin of 0.2 rating this year alone. If you compare it with last year, if you compare it with the year when he first joined this MOUZ team, mid-2023, his CT size going from 1.2 to just a flat 1.02. MOUZ need this floor to be higher if they truly want to be favorites. And players in anchor positions are your floor. London loves an underdog.
Love the dogs, hate the mice. It's the way of the world.
M80 have got bark and bite.
Exertion with good room gained all the way up over towards red, and there's that Torshi AWP firing off. This is MOUZ picking up the pace, looking for a breakthrough round to stop this streak from M80. Oh, Exertion's been cleared. Swing out from heaven. They don't have this flank anymore.
Jimmy's late as well. This might do a favor for MOUZ if M80 try and set up on the ramp.
They're actually waiting for Lake. They're grouping very, very strong over here towards lane. Cave space has been given away, but that's because it's smoked off, and that forces them right back into Jimmy's hands. Lake goes to check it, but still can't get past him. And so this one might be too far gone for M80.
Yeah, one big pick up the ramp from Torshi's AWP, and it sends M80 packing, even with that kill on Exertion, not enough. And MOUZ get the taste of victory yet again after a streak of 3 is broken. Torshi's done a lot in the first half, not too much in this T side. That is an impact kill that has ramifications, that puts MOUZ on double digits.
Final timeout used by M80. They've been very liberal with these. Cyclone also with a chance to speak to his boys, but it's capitalizing on the back of the M80 timeout. MOUZ might expect a change here.
Last chat from the British coach until potential overtime.
I mean, the margins on this game have been very, very small, right? Like 1 or 2 kills making a world of difference in that. Torshi round on the AWP kind of showcased exactly that. M80, Lake was spoken to about his opponent here. The word he used to describe MOUZ was beatable.
Well, they're right there.
They've certainly had chances in this game. Being beatable and being beat are 2 different things. Crunch on the lane for M80. They get out with a 4-on-4. Swisher still in an aggressive position.
They're hoping MOUZ jump the gun off that entry because there's still 3 players in this B bomb site. Smoke spam does come through though.
Trying to goad them into the stack by giving away these openers. Hoping that that proves too irresistible for MOUZ to turn away from.
It's not a bad call, but MOUZ read it. Don't jump the gun. And if anything, the hesitation might let doubt creep into M80's mind, but the big flank from Hex opens up options.
Even just him being here is kind of enough to allow you to keep that stack over towards B.
Oh, and he's not going for Heaven Info either. He's just patrolling the back of spawn. And so MOUZ are forced into this B bomb site.
Oh, missed Molly as well. Now blocked over on the ramp side at 40 seconds. This is a big problem for MOUZ.
At a certain point, Hex should start to move and get a little bit closer. Box MOUZ in. Make sure you can jump on that flank very quickly. And there he goes. 30 seconds. M80 know it's coming.
It's rare that you're in this position, have so much info, know exactly where the site hit will be arriving. Damage downrange. Lake and Hex with kills apiece, and Brolin, that molly forces him forward, but he's got no room left to run here. No time to win this round. He would need all the kills. Caught in the knife swap, and Hex, just a gift for M80 in that round.
Dude, what a roster change. I mean, they've been shooting up the ranks ever since they added this guy to the squad, right? Winning domestically is one thing. It hasn't really been, a difficult opposition. M80 even complaining about the lack of prac in NA, but they've come to Europe and they've not slowed down. Taking down proven European squads, taking down top dogs, and now on a stage, 10-10 against MOUZ.
I think it's just felt nice for Hex as well. Is like he just seems like a smart, safe pair of hands. I know he has a very wild and out there persona, but the decisions he makes feel really, really solid. I think that's why he's been so threatening in a lot of these clutch rounds.
Bringing much needed energy to a team that have admitted they're not always vocal. And bringing that ability to close that NA teams have struggled to do. It's that next generation of North American CS here on this stage.
It's just rare as well to have a guy that kind of ups the emotional level while also bringing composure to the squad.
Well, that doesn't help though. Maybe Slacks can make up for it, but Exertion is in no giving mood. Jump spot check. Don't know if he saw him or not, but MOUZ want nothing to do with it. Back to B.
I mean, last time there was that aggression, M80 employed a stack to try and bait MOUZ into the hit. This time, MOUZ get active on the other side of the map, but they are actually playing into M80's hands. Late with a chance on long. His teammate's coming back, so he just has to buy time for this crossfire. M80 looking to retake the lead once more. They've got to get past the two heavy hitters for this MOUZ squad. It's Torshi and Exertion, worlds apart in the 2v2.
The fact that MOUZ are even bailing from those rounds, that's a 1v1 for Torshi. He could be taking or could be trying to put the bomb down, but his teammate's so far away, MOUZ have to concede. And M80 get to long out this round again as MOUZ try to find the gap. 30 seconds, Slacks filling the void. And M80, their reads have just been immaculate in this game.
The util early as well. That's going to telegraph this site here. That lets them bring Swisher around way earlier. And this is the bomb. This is the kill for the round. The util displaces Slacks. He won't be able to get a shot off.
14 seconds. Do they risk it?
Swisher hides in the CT smoke. Naded open. Exertion dead. Only good for the one. It's AWP on AWP violence here in this final 1v1. For control in the late game. Both teams at their wits' end for the money, so this round hits very, very hard. And Slacks is suspicious over the smoke push. Torshi never went there. Holds on with the AWP instead and holds his nerve in that 1v1.
Hey, if Jimmy can't close, Torshi certainly can. That's a must-win round for MOUZ at this point in the game. No timeouts left. Economy on the line for both squads.
Yeah, that was kind of the final all-in from both of these teams. And so that is a back-breaking round to lose if you're M80.
Lets the kill come to him. It's Slacks feeling the pressure. And M80 now must be, because they forced up into this round. They are putting all in to try and compete with MOUZ. It's going to be a full A rush, no one even here. M80 going for complete mid-take, control to them, but the site goes to MOUZ.
Lake pushed through that bottom mid smoke very, very early, but Exertion's gone back to watch it.
You just got the manpower to check everything right now. MOUZ have positions, they have advantage, and even though that spam comes through, it's not before the bomb plants. M80 might have to throw in the towel.
It's really not a save you feel good about, but you risked it all on this force fight.
I love that call for Brolin though, right? Coach maybe not approving of it, but just going for the full A rush deep in the game with money on the line, knowing that there's no way M80 could read that with a gamble stack on A. It's so out there, it's so audacious. Upgrades go far here for M80. Every kill matters.
Bomb's gonna help out. Guns to be retrieved. Locked out by Spinks and Co. They only managed to savor this one Galil. And so the gamble are going for the exits, for trying to arm yourselves in this round. Doesn't exactly pan out.
Definitely wasn't what they were hoping for.
That's fair.
Torshi go kill.
And this is it, man. M80 are not left with a hell of a lot. Another explosive round for MOUZ as they try and brute force the mid hit. Heaven split for Spinks. This has been powerful. It's where a lot of these trades have come from, and he's linked up with Torshi.
3 on 5.
Instantly turns back in MOUZ's favor, and they're looking to run this one home. The 11th hour, they save themselves on Ancient. A breakthrough clutch from Torshi to get them there. M80's map pick is given away.
And maybe even look to lift a top-tier trophy here in London.
Can understand why, right? They've had a new kind of kryptonite as of late, and with Spirit gone, Vitality, a matchup now they know they can win. Things get interesting for MOUZ, but let's see if they can keep that going in this quarterfinal as they look for the 2-0 finish.
No doubt London's loving M80, but they need more than your energy here if they're going to win on Mirage. Signs of life, no doubt. Strong moments from individuals, but MOUZ have that in spades. Lake's Julie's found an ace on Ancient. Why not 2? That's why not.
Little ugly on the first spray. Sin tries to make up for it. Are they ready for Slacks? They've just seen him on triple. He's a dead man. Exertion charges straight for him as MOUZ battle through the pistols.
Oh.
Swisher even picked up.
Bombs up top. That's awkward here for MOUZ. They have to go all the way back around and get it. Climb up the ladder. Dear, oh dear. And Hex has the perfect position to stop this pickup as well. It might be coming down to gunfights for MOUZ. Awkward, stalled out.
Still getting good mileage as well, right? Like low on health, but just a bit more chip damage, put down range.
MOUZ are freezing, trying to find Hexed.
He's yet to play his hand.
Oh.
Sin with the swing. And now Brolin is a surprise, but it leaves it in this 1v1. Hex bided his time at the stairs, looking for this clutch. He's brought Brolin down to just 11 HP, a shot away from certain death. Hex with the power of clutches all tournament long. And he adds another to the tally here with a pistol round pickup to get M80 started.
Yes, the safest pair of hands is Hexed in this team. Been such a welcome addition, not just in energy, but in output, game after game, closing rounds, closing out 2v3s, 2v4s for M80. And they don't panic in that 2v2 and MOUZ freeze. M80 don't even know why. But they stay both in the bomb site and they put on their pistol. MOUZ, no plant. Brolin, a force. But all MOUZ have. Do I hear an echo?
MOUZ MOUZ were hoping to be given this peek in a lower.
Oh.
Awkward misnade for Slacks. Could have been big damage. But M80 still making moves in the mid round. They've given up mid. They want real estate elsewhere. And so some aggression comes in over towards ramp. And that kind of frees up Slacks to give up some control over Connector, right? He's just now watching on the extremities, making sure that no one from MOUZ is able to slip the net.
And even if you hit gaps and you find timings here, you have Glocks, guys. This one is all down to Brolin.
Oh, a little awkward on the initial spray for Lake. That's when Singh springs the trap. In with the backstab. Buying time. Slacks moves in and mops up. So the one hero gun for MOUZ doesn't leave much of an impression.
Not the most uncommon move for Brolin, just to take the L, have a pistol in the next round. He can throw his util still. And as far as bonuses go, it's a better buy for M80 for rifles. Early attack here for MOUZ.
Blocked in at ramp, and with only Torshi there available to go, they might feel that they have to respect that. Although they're very, very strong in this Palace setup. 3 players looking to come through. Flax has really got his work cut out for him. Spot on the first. Sin now under a lot of pressure. Able to stop the spillover for a second, but wasn't going to get respected for long. MOUZ somewhat have the control they were looking for, but having to take the pace out of it now, things feel awkward.
Yeah, Brolin trying to find timing. Maybe they'll meet up in jungle here because Swisher is completely on his own. M80 playing right to retake from CT spawn, but Swisher can't afford to give away this space for free. He needs to hold his position, and that's a good job. Brolin gone. They try to take jungle. M80 need to help Swisher out, come through that spawn together, and so they do. Jimmy traded, and there's the round for M80, knowing exactly when to move back in and offer a helping hand. M80, don't let MOUZ get weird in that mid round.
Now, they forced a couple of these awkward slowdowns already in this series.
They suck.
M80 got that ego. Let's see if they can prove it.
Up until Hex arrived, it was kind of Lake who you looked to be a bit of a mouthy player in this M80 squad. Had a sporting background. And so learned to appreciate the value of BM. Now that he's got support in that, you've seen M80 have a kind of number of these sick little voice clips where they're just trying to cultivate a good vibe.
Consider it cultivated. Can they back it up is still the question. For MOUZ, it took many, many months to become accustomed to the stage and the pressure behind it. M80 trying to shut down this B play. Looking good to do so. Bomb loose. Oh, okay. Surely not.
OHP on Lake, who looks to be the next to swing. There's Hext to hold it down, and so no weirdness on the pistols. This is a very convincing start for M80. Haven't felt worried for them yet in this game.
But it was also slow to start for MOUZ last map as well. We had the first 3 gun rounds go the way of M80, so still MOUZ came out and won that half 8-4.
All right, that's gonna go a long way. Exertion through the smoke in top mid. Doesn't even get to play the return of rifles for MOUZ. And that's a big kill to find. That's a lot of pressure alleviated. The space taker for MOUZ knocked out. Lean back into this 5v4. Try and find some comfort in it. Torshi's hoping for an equalizer, but nothing being offered. It's a nade on this smoke back in con.
Oh,
tag to Swisher, but not the killing blow.
read the jump out as well.
Might just be another one of these A plays. That might be what you're left with if you're MOUZ. This attempt to take the mid control feels a little too tenuous. They know they've at least forced M80 back, and so they don't have the info over mid. And it's in that uncertainty that MOUZ will go looking for the A play.
The read is here. M80 even playing active, confirm what they think. 4 players surrounding this A bomb site right now. Scope has got to be on the right place. They check con, but Slax needs to worry about ramp. Full blind, his teammates got his back. Sim with an entry. 5-on-3 right now. MOUZ need to get into the site. Don't get stalled out again.
Lake's ready to barrel through the smokes over a bench. Molly denies it, and so space given up. Plant found for MOUZ in the final 20 seconds.
There was no cover there.
Torshi holding for this wraparound, just leaves the angle right as Hext has moved in. So the timing couldn't be worse for Torshi. He's still focused, and seeing that barrel, that's only going to keep him tunnel visioned here. Hext has got this kill in the bag. Brolin and Jimmy battling back. It's just Jimpat. 1 versus 1. Hext is being asked to clutch again for this M80 team. And with Jimmy in a powerful position, bomb planted for him. This isn't an easy one to win. Stick in the defuse. Jimmy swings out and puts a stop to it.
Big round for Jimmy. No room for error. No another second to stop that stick. And Hex knows that's his only option, just going for it and hoping. Jimmy shutting down a very important clutch here for MOUZ to get them in the game. It was about time. A 3-on-5 when MOUZ come out of ramp like that. But cover from above, Jimpat with high impact on this T side. Cyclone trying to keep them calm.
Generational MOUZ hate.
This crowd's got more aura than MOUZ.
Ooh. Not in Hamburg anymore.
In the ends.
Lake able to peek over the top of this. Nothing spotted yet in middle. Slacks. Next point of contact, and he nails his shot. Brolin. First to fall, they lose this lower lurk, and they might just leave mid altogether. MOUZ haven't been able to get this first fight. They kind of just decide they want nothing to do with it. Awkward timing for Hext, who gets put up on that boost right as Spinks comes around the corner. Still a lot of movement here for M80, uncertain as to where that bomb is going to end up.
I like the gambles M80 are pulling in this game already, though. They know they need to catch MOUZ off guard and out-read them. If they want to have a fighting chance, MOUZ have stronger individuals, more proven in every metric. Lake hears him come through connector, and he shuts Exertion up. Cat split instead. Slacks coming back in time.
Hex put up in the boost here because he's low on health. He's going to leave it to his teammates to try and thin the herd. Catching one, drawing the crosshair off, and MOUZ getting torn apart. It's just Jimmy. Ball rolling on the clutch, though. Slacks is going to shut him down.
Hey, nice shots for Jimmy. Getting a lot more out of him in this game already, but M80 are running away with this one. MOUZ are yet again going to have to come back from a slower start and prove that championship difference between them and a team that has never stepped foot on a stage. We're starting from quite the hole here. Economy, name of the game, and it's gone for MOUZ. They got nothing to show on this T side, just Tech-9s. And they've just got the moves. M80 continually breaking smokes to find picks. Slacks gifted yet another 5v4 up mid, and Lake follows up, shooting through onto Exertion. Stat last map showed how M80 were often the ones to get spammed through smokes. Well, right now, that's exactly what they're doing to MOUZ. Porsche 1v5. And even with the element of surprise, it's a clean round from M80.
I mean, this is going to get you so fired up, right? This isn't like a back and forth tug of war like how Ancient felt. You're getting no resistance right now at MOUZ. M80 running away with this first half and a chance to finish very, very strong as we're kind of in the last quarter.
I mean, we came into this game talking about how this is MOUZ's event to win potentially, right? Don't get me wrong, Vitality waiting in the semi-final of this side of the bracket, but MOUZ have beaten them before. Vitality going through a tailspin, have to restabilize here. And if they don't, it's MOUZ who should and could do it again. But right now, MOUZ are struggling to get through M80 here on Mirage. It's a slow start, and not for Slacks, who rifled his way through Ancient. Now putting the big green to use here. Multiple opening kills on this CT side, and he's looking for more.
I mean, in the past, if they've lost this initial mid-fight, MOUZ have just left mid altogether. Only ever looking at a comeback maybe in the late round. But here, they want to stick to their guns. They want to do something in middle.
Slacks is 5-0 on opening duels on this CT side. They have not lost an opening kill in this map. Lakes are 2-0. And MOUZ are searching for answers. Nothing being given. Another stack setup here on short. Slack says, go B.
Yeah, it's another correct gamble for M80. 3 strong over towards B. You'll have to shuffle 2 of these 3 players in a position, so you kind of want Slacks, who picked up the opener, got this 5v4, to keep nailing these opening shots. His teammates now arrive on the short side, and Slacks has assistance, has support, no entry into B, it's closed. M80 continue to dominate.
I mean, the stacks have been really, really good on this CT side as well. It's another round where they have everyone in the right place. 3 strong on that B-bomb side, plus the AWP. When has Slacks been left on the wrong side of the map? I don't think it's happened yet. MOUZ, another timeout burned. 7-1 lead.
Dude, when Def, you know, these timeouts are coming in, Cyclone having to take a bunch of them early on to try and re-inspire some faith for MOUZ. Can't imagine what Def is even saying on the other side. He's just probably like, yeah, keep it up, boys. This is good. I like what I'm seeing. Because M80 have played a very active game. That's the other thing, right? It's been a tailspin for MOUZ since arriving on Mirage. That's somewhat forced by how M80 have played on this CT side. There's been a lot of aggression in the mid-round. They have entirely shut MOUZ out of middle, and a lot of that is thanks to the Slacks AWP. Oof. High damage nade to start off this partial buy.
Oh, God.
And MOUZ is so wounded before they've even seen anyone. Oh, Roland has been getting red on these lurks out through middle as well. Haven't really seen him be able to get away with that. Oh, plant denied.
No.
Sin stops it in its tracks, and there's the support. Is it another flawless round for M80? Yes, it is.
That's 3 in a row without a kill for MOUZ.
This is so one-sided. And that's just not the expectation here.
NA players on Mirage. We didn't know.
And even though M80 looked stunning to get to this point, you can't say that Mirage was a huge part of it. The only time they played it was in that final map versus VP in short. You know, that was a part of making it here, but compared to the other maps, don't have a tremendous amount of reps on Mirage versus international teams, let alone one as big as MOUZ.
M80 in that flow state saying we're not going out without a fight here. After a close Ancient, I thought that was the best we were going to get from them. Instead, it was, I guess, galvanizing. They proved to themselves, we can compete. They're giving us everything they've got right now up against MOUZ. Spinks with no kill in this game. Exertion, 0 entries. 10 rounds in. Jimmy, the one guy to deliver MOUZ around with a 3K and a clutch.
And this at times is, you know, I mean, this has kind of been the pitfall for MOUZ, is whenever they get to these high pressure games, it feels like they can't get everyone firing at the same time.
And you want to put this game in that category? You want to put M80 on their first stage game as a high pressure game? It shouldn't be for MOUZ.
No, it shouldn't be, but it is, right? 1-8 down, lagging behind.
They know.
Great timing on this flank for Swisher.
This team have got to survive.
And it's allowed them to start moving around here. Sin trapped, stuck in it low, and needs to get out with something. They try and run him down. He deals with Jimmy. And now Swisher gets to arrive on this backstab. This is far quicker than MOUZ are expecting. 2 lined up. Swisher gets them both. Only Torshi remains. MOUZ just looking to scrape by with anything on this T side, and it now rests solely on the Torshi orb. Pressured up close. He doesn't know where to look. And so M80 just keep beating them down.
The thing that's crazy, as I said back on T-side Ancient, was it's methodical for M80. There's a bit of Utah behind every move, everyone playing in sync with each other really well. On this CT side, the same could be said. It's not chaos. It's not M80 brawling in middle and MOUZ forced into a style they don't want to play. MOUZ are getting the room to run executes, to take mid control, and then M80 are just systematically picking them off one by one, playing big flanks. Slack's finding huge entries. And even when MOUZ get the space, it's meaning nothing on this T side. Still not a single entry kill from MOUZ in this map. It is 10-0. And a huge thanks to Slacks for that.
Go, boys. We're playing fucking insane right now. Let's fucking go!
And he's not wrong. They are playing insane right now. Slacks, don't do it to him again, man. Mid has just been his domain.
They're fast though. Good space taken. Lake hears him coming.
Oh, he's gotten past. They don't know. They don't know. Smash dead. Quick trade for Brolin. MOUZ decide they're done with respecting middle. And so they play with one hell of a pace. They get Brolin into the ladder room. Sights now set on a B split.
But Slacks is here. He always is. Hext. Got to stay patient. He's been in this position many a time, leading him into big flanks. He goes forward. They're waiting for him. Bomb coming in late. Util on Brolin, down under. Or rather, in ladder. So there's no execute in this B bomb site. They're going to give Slacks open shots with this AWP. Hex has to hold his own.
Hasn't moved a muscle. Waiting for this exact push. Hext, only good for one. Slacks sees one player made it past. Spots 2, bound for the apartments. Oh! Short, Slacks so mobile. And MOUZ repelled again.
Slacks ain't slacking today. Big double on the B-bomb site, and he has been everywhere in MOUZ's head. They run right into him.
And dude, I mean, this M80 team represents two kind of regions that are very down on their luck, right? Obviously, NA struggling for a while now. Finally having some new players, some new faces to get behind. It's not the same recycled, 5, 6 names you've been used to seeing over the years. But also, German Counter-Strike is not exactly at an all-time high. Slax and Sin giving you something to get behind. Slax's AWP has been a huge problem, and Sin's calls have felt fantastic. He's moved the pieces around, always to MOUZ's detriment. These stacks have been in the right place every damn time.
Well, Sin doesn't know how to play with the cheer of the stage. He won't shoot through that smoke. But he hears it coming out. He's been caught many a time in this position. Down the ladder goes Jimmy. Will Jimmy be the savior for MOUZ to try and find a second round? That's MOUZ's first entry kill of the game. They need to do something with it. Bomb planted, M80 coming in from spawn together.
Slax AWP reclaimed the 4-on-4, but this time there is a con lurk that will find impact. This is a position that MOUZ have struggled to break through. Exertion taking the attention away, sees MOUZ through to a meager 2-round T-side on their pick of Mirage.
Boomich remains posted, now no support.
And with the deep information, if they don't disrespect this, or if they come forward, well, it's actually come to the point now where his smoke can take over. He doesn't have to put himself in jeopardy. They're running through this. Oh my God, they're actually gonna come, yeah.
Oh, no way!
Double no-scope collapse.
Oh! Easy pickup for Na'Vi. I mean, they laugh in the face of this attack. 5th player in's the only one that gets a kill. He'll double down m80, but he's already down to a quarter HP.
But old habits die hard, it looks like.
That's 3.
Man.
But he only has 3 health left. That should be the end of him.
It was only 2 guys.
Yeah. He's going to use the smoke grenade to cut off Alexi.
Could they mess this up? 25 seconds, and m80 is seeing red.
He wants to make it happen.
Oh my God.
Oh, no, wait, dude. This is a 1 versus 5 straight up, and he has time to get bomb. He should have this red with another smoke. Oh, my m80. 1 fake. The nade doesn't come through. Now, he's got enough space to commit to this. m80, a pure 1v5. And as Emat tries to get out through that smoke, m80's just dodging all these bullets.
He's terrified. Ema is looking behind him for a push through. Time's ticking away.
I mean, how could you not be horrified? m80, the prodigy, has pieced together 4 frags in this 1v5 ace clutch. And Ema, his head is on a silver platter. A miracle from the magnificent m80.
The Flames and Degster. Getting this bomb down is scary. Flames is taking real estate, but ends up getting punished. Liquid hold, and they win these fights. Just Degster left to get past, but he's an iron wall at the back of the site. Moving around, kill number 3. Oh! Degster! Make some noise for him, that is incredible!
And you've got JL and Wonderful.
It's this fight, JL and Wonderful, or in Fame, excuse me.
Very key. Fame slips up, getting ever closer. JL thinking about going to help as Wonderful puts that op over to the corner. That could come back to haunt him. Tough spot to get the multi-frag. But the CT's sitting and waiting for a little longer. Molotov goes to Cave.
If Fame waits this long, this might come back to bite him.
He's got the kit, and that kit could be so key.
You gotta go, VP.
He needs to move. Bomb spawn! Beyond! Oh! Welcome to Wonderland! They lock down that post plant like it's nothing!
Ahoy M80s, as MOUZ's ship gets plundered by this North American roster. A 10-2 CT side on Mirage, MOUZ's map pick, and you wouldn't believe it with the game we just got out of M80.
No, and this goes on and paint maybe a bit of a dismal picture for MOUZ's chances in the series. Ancient was close, right? That one came down to the wire. Your map pick of Mirage is going horribly. One opening kill for MOUZ in that entire first half. And it came in round 12.
Yeah, and alone, Slacks has found 6. So you're not going to stop M80.
I mean, look, this pistol round is for the game, or for the map. If you pick it up, Mirage feels like it's locked in.
Exertion with Spinks at 3 kills here in this pistol. Where is your firepower, MOUZ? Oh, no. Oh, it's right here. Better late than never. And he just walks away. Oh my. No, not again. Not the electronic
like a very
again.
smart player. This was how he managed to finagle their way past virtus.pro.
He's going to go back to CT to try and take this A site. London, don't give it away. Let him cook.
They have no idea. As far as they're concerned, this is not an option. There's no way he should be here. Hex could be onto something huge. 2 players in front of him. He's looking for the second. Damage done. Brolin holds on, but not for long. M80 have found a way in.
He's bought them time. They've got a molly as well. There is no kit. There is no smoke. There is no way to stop this. It goes down to force a fight. Spinks put down after his double, and Jimmy in the clutch has to put on another one for MOUZ. 1v2. Bomb's not for them, but he ain't got a kit. He ain't got a hope in hell.
And they just don't have to fight him. They have no reason to peek this. Tap on the bomb. That will instill a little bit of panic, but they've seen he's off of it now, and you can just keep toying with Jimmy. The grim reality is setting in for MOUZ. They're not winning this pistol round. Mirage is slipping through their fingers. This one is set to go the distance. A must-win round. And MOUZ locked out. M80 on the path to victory on Mirage.
Just unbelievable, and you said it earlier, this is not a map M80 have had in their wheelhouse. It's not been the way they've been running through this international competition. Sure, they beat VP on it, but this is a team that took over pass off of Vitality, a team that managed to defeat Na'Vi. Mirage played no part in those games, and M80 are doing it on stage against MOUZ. This is going to be a hard reset for MOUZ to go back to the player lounge after this game.
Gonna need solutions in another disadvantage for M80, and this time they don't have some crazy out position available. They're just gonna have to do this one together. You want to give MOUZ a second chance, because it's one thing when you're riding the momentum. 11-2 victories right there. You just have to reach out and grab it, but that can be the hardest part. When you're feeling this much pressure for the first time, Spinks!
Oh dear.
What's he looking at? And that's given them a kill, that's given them a way in. 3 on 4, but instills a bit of chaos into the MOUZ ranks. Slacks left to his own devices. That bomb moving in up through short. Exertion on a smoke walk. Should be able to catch him. Back turn. Oh, what? Slacks had no business winning that.
No one's in B.
Rest of MOUZ are out of position. Torshi is the only guy fighting for control over this bomb site. The molly's making him very uncomfortable, but he buys enough time for reinforcements to arrive. MOUZ are clinging on in this game.
Hey, they close a 5v3, but they close it barely. We might just see more buys for M80 with no economy, no choice. So keep the pressure on while the money's low. See if M80 can crack their way into this T side.
Spill over in mid, Spinks contains. Oh, boy, does he contain it. That is a glorious transfer, and it stops that force fight in its tracks.
Yeah, 4 kills for Spinks after a really rough first half. Talk about Lake and X being the opener closer. Will Exertion Spinks were the silent pieces of MOUZ's T side. A lot asked of them if this map is going to get longed out. This round comes for free.
I mean, you're just going to take it real slow. They haven't really had to take the pace out of this game. They haven't had to really sit back and talk to each other in this one so far. It's been so dominant.
Is that Big Ben?
It actually might be.
Blimey.
I wonder if MOUZ know. Seems like they have pieced this one together. Braun wants a confidence boosting eco mowdown. Oh, that's not great. Drive by. Spinks up close again. With the spray control. Spinks ain't to be trifled with.
Yeah, learning it on the Khalil. But here we go for M80. Better sink your teeth into this T side. Don't want to give MOUZ a reason to believe in a comeback here. And so M80 called attack. MOUZ are probably glad to have some respite at this point in the game. As Def tries to keep his team in it and get out of it into Inferno. M80 out middle. Torshi gets blocked. Gonna take that all to B. Whatever your best pocket strat, M80, better pop it now. In through the smoke, up short.
Thanks for the chance at another mowdown, but they don't give him the opportunity. They run into more resistance over here on short though. And Hext and Slacks bail them out, 2 on 3. On lost, Slacks battles forward, goes looking for these kills in middle. He was the man who had to pick up that bomb. And so it's Hex left up in this one, a 1 on 3. And this reposition from Brolin isn't something that Hex should ever expect. He is out in the open. Low on health, doesn't matter. Brolin keeps it clean, and this scoreline's starting to close up now.
Yeah,
the nerves might be setting in a little.
You definitely don't want to get ahead of yourself against a team like MOUZ on a CT side of Mirage, right? Anything M80 can do, MOUZ can do as well. And the opportunity was there, granted, after a pistol win, but with MOUZ winning Force Buy, breaking the money, doing it again, M80 very quickly will feel like their opportunity is dwindling. And so even getting a hero gun in a round like this, making it interesting, is a good decision. They can stay winnable.
I mean,
Sin faking the B-rush.
These rounds can sometimes feel quite liberating, right? When you feel like you've hit a bit of a brick wall and you're slowing down a lot in the rifle rounds. Every decision, you know, you're maybe overthinking, not wanting to throw away these really important rounds. But here, you're kind of not meant to win this one. And so some of that confidence can make a return in rounds like these. Let's see what they're able to do with this hero gun on Lake.
He needs to hit hard. Him and Hex aware of flash potential. Things like boosts might be your best bets to gimmick a kill. Seen M80 do the double boost before. And MOUZ are in the dark right now.
Yeah, but I mean, look, everyone saw that clip of the boost through window out of M80, and so Spinks has actually moved off of the B side to just go and sit and watch for the window wraparound.
Oh, leg.
With damage. That's the gun looking to get removed. Back in connector.
Okay.
Good pick up for Sin. He did slip the net. Takes it one step further, but this Torchiol just ain't missing a beat. Able to reposition. Fresh mag loaded in, and Brolin with the covering fire. MOUZ keep the streak going.
Yeah, maybe Sin makes it through and over Spinks, but Torchi doesn't miss a shot on that AWP. Fast as lightning. And right now, the writing is on the wall in this game that MOUZ can and will come back.
This was 11-2 to M80. They've not moved a muscle. 5 rounds in a row from this MOUZ squad.
Big buy round now. Slax's CT AWP was a monster. He's got it out on the T side. Torchi fires his off, but it's blinded. Spammed out even. Slax put on his last legs. A nade down to 10.
MOUZ have a bit more fight coming back in as well, right? All throughout that first half, it was very respectful, in particular over this mid control. In fact, they just couldn't win a fight here. Frequently a source of these 5v4s that they were up against. But all of a sudden, since embarking on this streak, since getting onto the CT side, a lot of these rounds have been won for MOUZ on the back of this mid control. Spinks with aggression. All the way up into the top of middle. Utel up close. Flash got to be good. Get Spinks off the line for a second. Lake isn't able to capitalize. So now your hands are tied, M80. They've got to follow through with this A-hit. 3 up in Palace. 1 flash on Slacks to try and sort them out. They play through without it. Contact on the hit. There's that Torchi AWP. And the bomb dropped back in Palace. That slows this round down even more so. Slacks might be low on health. He's gotten rid of a big threat. The Torchi AWP removed. Jimmy spotted at the spawn side. M80. A golden opportunity for their breakthrough round. They've just got to stop Exertion and Spinks. Both players low, both players wounded. Swisher tucks in. Slacks is limited in terms of how much he can help here, but that's a golden chance. Exertion out in the open, gives one away. And Spinks surely can't win this. First found on Swisher. Slacks has no reason to fight, no reason to peek. Jiggle now, and he knows he's done it. That elusive map point secured. Slacks
all on 10 health as well. He held that shot for what felt like almost too long. But Slacks puts the round in his backpack and takes M80 to match point.
That's just such a huge sigh of relief for M80. Doing it in a man-down position.
Combat AWPing as well. He threw himself over the stairs to find Torchi. Was the bane of M80 the round prior. And hey, M80 don't have a lot to show for it. They're not out of the woods yet. Still Galil's on this T side. Might force them into a faster round. But they have that relief. Sin on mid, uncertain. And even though the deep molly comes in, they're still committing through it. Jimmy holds his own. Spinks on the crossfire as well. They haven't found Jimmy. They know he's still here, somewhere in the site. Pressure comes on from Exertion with a dink as well. Jimmy has not moved a muscle. Have they forgotten about him? They've forgotten. Jimmy tucked in a bench, puts 2 down.
Molly to stop the push. It gives you a window of opportunity to get this bomb planted. Retake for MOUZ. Brolin and Torchi left to it. Sin makes it up onto the boost, but doesn't last long. And so this is it for Swisher. Chance to end this here and now. Util misses the mark, but the catch for Brolin is there. MOUZ pull off the retake, keep this game alive.
Oh yeah, it's getting hectic for M80. The fact that your B anchor is getting a first kill on the push and then not being cleared back on bench. Despite seconds for someone to call it, plenty of time. That's just MOUZ cycling players, throwing waves through the market. And an important 2v2 closed out clean enough to keep MOUZ in this map. Hunting for overtime now. MOUZ are a team who have pulled off some big comebacks though this year. It's probably what Cyclone's reminding them of. Can they keep their cool?
Partial buy out of M80. And a faster pace over here towards ramp. Two players lurking lower as well, looking for this split. Now the Torshi Orb is in the right place again. That first shot sails past, and that's info for M80.
Bomb spotted. MOUZ don't shuffle too much. They've got a strong setup still at the A site. It's all about stopping this boost or flank through the connector, and Spinks is aggressive off Cat to maintain that. Up Congo's one.
He didn't actually spot Lake make it this far. Still, his team get decimated, and so in the blink of an eye, Lake is left as the sole survivor for M80. Caught on the reposition. MOUZ keep closing the gap. Just 3 rounds apart now. Only a couple of rifle rounds left in this for M80.
And MOUZ have had almost every entry kill on this CT side, right after getting 1 in the entire first half. They're doing right back what M80 did to them.
And look, it took this MOUZ team a very long time to find their comfort on stages. That's no secret. Even now, even when they've been able to take down top dog teams, their biggest rival in vitality, new challenges have emerged. And so MOUZ still have growing left to do. They're still kind of on this original path that started years ago now. M80 have 3 rounds to try and come to grips with playing under this pressure. A feat that it took MOUZ a very long time to accomplish. So it's a tall order, it's a tall task. And they've got to try and find their way in a 2-on-4. Sin and Hext linking back up towards this A-bomb site. 2 low players in Torshi and Spinks. Sin goes looking for room. Got to beat his captain counterpart for this MOUZ team first, as Brolin sits pretty. This is where Sin likes to play on his CT side. Ready for it! Sin's got the reply! And that's M80 in with a chance, an opportunity. Sin has provided as much. A 2-on-2, bomb planted, another chance in the post plant.
Or picked up as well, he gets space. A reflash for Hex available. And as they upgrade, MOUZ move in with a smoke and a kit, a hope and a dream, a 2v2 to walk over. Sin waits to fire off his 3rd shot. Finish what Slack started. Jimmy close, missed shot. It's up to Hext in the clutch.
They played this bait and switch, and they did this all to set up their clutch player, their Iceman. Hext, time is low. 1 kill can make all the difference. Hext is off the mark. Jimmy with the defuse. He's got 1 second to make it. He's done it! Hext is racking up clutches, and it's putting M80 on the map. This quarterfinal now goes the distance as they stop the MOUZ comeback in its tracks on Mirage.
After a CT side masterclass in the...
Coming into the 3rd map of this series, there's upset potential on this one. There's a chance for M80 to make it to the semi-finals.
It's very dark times for NACS right now. M80 looking to be the one light, the one ray CS. First time on a stage, they've taken MOUZ the distance. And now they're going to start off on the T side of Inferno. Chance to play their plan. Aggression from MOUZ looks to make a statement to open up this third and final map.
They can speed up, they can get past this. Jimmy here's the wraparound, even though Torchy found a double. It's Jimmy alone in the bomb site with a lot to do. He's getting hounded down, played with by Lake, who finally finds that entry. Torchy is on for an ace right now, cutting down the bomb in the open. He can just stop, play this package. 3v2, M80 need to come for the kill, and they're getting flanked as well. Torchy's patience, looking for a fourth. Hex takes the bomb into the site. That's when Spinks jumps through. And MOUZ just keep the pressure on the entire time. No clutch up for Lake today. It's Torchy's pistol on Inferno.
And that's MOUZ trying to inspire a little bit of confidence, right? And trying to set the record straight on who is the favorite in this matchup. They come through with an aggressive pistol round. They're going to take some control over the server again. For M80, that one feels like a bit of a learning experience. All right, they still have fight left in them, you say.
Force up's bold, but M80's confidence, which has gotten them here so far. Refusing to fear their opponents. Go out on your terms. Against a MOUZ who look to just remove any worries we have with this team by taking a dominant win on Inferno. That would have to be the only way. M80, they've got a couple of scalps on this map already. Getting closer and closer on this A-Rap with Spinks smoked off, but not for long.
It feels like the penny's dropping for MOUZ. They start to shuffle over even more. It's actually a group in a fight into CT for M80 here. They bypass Spinks, but that might be to their detriment as he lines up too. Brolin's pressure, but he's got support on the way. Sin needed the tap, but he can't quite deal with exertion. MOUZ convert. Force Buy doesn't leave too much of a mark on this MOUZ team.
Yeah, and hey, M80 started Mirage really, really strong, right? Going up 7-1 at the start. I mean, they 10-2'd the first half. But it's going to be a lot harder now, having to take a full eco, give MOUZ that 3-0 lead before the rifles come through. It's one thing to play from the front, but how will they handle playing from behind?
Talked about it on the desk as well. Swisher is someone we're going to look to here on Inferno to have a good game, because as far in this quarterfinal, I haven't really had to talk about him all too much. A lot of the focus has been on Slacks and his entries. Sin and his calling on this Lake and Hex combo as the openers and closers of these rounds. And so you'll want Swisher to rise to the occasion. Something else that's maybe a bit of a bad omen is a far stronger start from Torchy. Maybe had to really see him dominate on that AWP, kind of showed some signs of life in the latter stages of Mirage. If he finds his footing now, that's a disaster for this M80 team.
All the pressure of a third map on Inferno as well, a painfully slow map at times. This is where MOUZ really should show true that experience, that difference in these two squads. I mean, let's be real, this is a MOUZ who, from the start of the year, from this having this full roster, have not missed out on a semi-final until EWC. They've made it every single time, top 4 or better. with a trophy and a handful of second places. And so to fall in a quarterfinal to one of the biggest underdogs into an arena this year would be quite a shock. So MOUZ look to reset coming into this third map. M80 first 4 by now.
He's already been bullied by Util on Banana. That forces a bit of respect out of him. And MOUZ make one hell of a move after dumping all that Util. They anticipate a reaction here on the other side of the map. They're now 4 strong over at A.
Oh, break. Watch out. Oh, catches a whiff, but Sin turns around, ready for that reflash. Everyone in middle gets mauled by MOUZ. Low health across the board, but they're going to get that bomb plant, and Exertion's too far away to really give this consideration. M80 get on the board early in this T side.
Far from an easy spot to do so as well, right? You're going into a top mid stack. You get out with 3 players still standing. Exertion wishes he had more room in these pockets. All this util dropped here, but it's going nowhere. So M80 don't wait long to get on the board. Their first rifle round, and their first taste of success on map 3.
Just such a strange test to see MOUZ in this position. Fan favorite Finn. Coming up next game. G2 FaZe. We spent the whole year watching Vitality lift trophies. And MOUZ are right there, second place merchants every single time, nipping at their heels. They finally break through in Cologne. And so to miss an opportunity to swing for Vitality again would be a shock for MOUZ, especially to fall to a team of this stature. So MOUZ must have a fire lit beneath them. They want to prove themselves again against world number 1.
So just think, you know, when you have a year of kind of losing to Vitality and Vitality alone, you finally beat them, but now your Rogues gallery is growing, right? They've had losses to Spirit, losses to Falcons back at EWC. This would be a new low for MOUZ in this year, and so there is a lot of pressure on it.
Right now they're answering the call at the start of Inferno. 5v3 in this gun round. Brolin looks to go through and sink the knife deeper, but missed shots. Lake full blind recovers his sight. 3-on-4 Orb could make this difficult, but missed chance. M80 getting closer.
MOUZ have the read. They've got everyone here, all pulled around and walked to the A side, but they keep baiting these shots out of Torshi. Down in the pit, Jimmy's overwhelmed, and one more missed shot cost them dearly. Lake's the only survivor, though. Even though they get past the Torshi Orb, that's nearly the lineup for Lake. Oh, God.
See ya.
Nate comes in and ends his round there.
God, they lined up indeed. I think there was a team dink as well coming out from MOUZ. Recovered, but Lake with a chance to clutch up right then and there. And another broken buy here for M80.
They haven't really explored this B side of the map yet. And MOUZ, as a result, have had a lot of info ahead of time. That's often what's let them come through with these correct gambles. Every gun round M80 have played thus far, they've walked right into the stack.
Ouch. MOUZ still think it's coming, right? Second util volley. Retake down bottom B. And Exertion pushing the boat out. He's got more smokes to block as well. M80 just getting completely stalled out, feeling like they have been running into stacks all half. And they're not wrong. So waiting out this banana util to try and push MOUZ back. First things first. Ooh, Exertion gets out just about. Reflash available.
Waiting a retake and fight for top banana. Looks like they've decided against that. So blocking now at the 30-second mark. There is a nade on Swisher, just to try and drive this one home. Exertion caught, back turn, 2 kills from Sin's Deagle, and that should be enough on this low buy round for M80.
Hey, I think MOUZ expected a little bit more respect, you know, on that B-bomb site. Smoke comes down, Sin just runs through with the Deagle. He doesn't even wait for util. And so MOUZ completely caught off guard, changing positions, fumbling with nades, just run through. M80 show them how they do it in NA.
So for MOUZ, you're a little worried. You don't want this to become a trend, right? Up until now, M80 have largely steered clear of B. They go there on a low econ round, and they come out with a 5-on-3. Nobody dies, they get out with guns. It's a very clean round for M80. And you kind of don't want that to become a problem. Right now, you've had a huge degree of freedom because this B site hasn't been pressured. If it starts, you know, feeling a little weaker for the MOUZ team, that's where you kind of overcompensate. That's where you leave players there. You lose some of this dynamic CT side movement that they've had in the game so far. You feel less confident leaving B to a solo hold if it's a successful side of the map for M80.
Yeah, especially with how clean they get through there, right? You want to at least put up some resistance to put in the fear of a retake attempt, but that was never going to happen, even against pistols there.
See, Def had doubts whether or not the home crowd would get behind him. They certainly have in this series. It's made M80's first time on the stage an enjoyable experience, but they really want to sweeten the deal. A chance now to break MOUZ's money, and that would be a significant turning point in this first half.
Yeah, they need more than a bittersweet memory. M80 looking to jump the gun again on this B-bomb site. Quick boost up, gives them control, but MOUZ have info. Ready to go. Util to block this pop. M80 puff their chests up, but will they commit? Blinded off the angle, AWP revealed. That gives MOUZ a lot of info, and the grenade is massive. Oh, again caught out in the open. They're just running through the smoke.
Oh, caught with the nades out. Exertion and Spinks cover their captain and put a stop to the B hit. It's only Hex left, and not for long.
Almost looked like a disaster was erupting there for MOUZ. I know there's 3 on B, but getting caught out in the open, changing position. Again, M80 just play a crazy timing. But good cover, crossfire established. MOUZ hold down B. M80 learn their lesson. It's not free every time. And after shutting down A early in the CT side, MOUZ still feel free to play committed with 3 in the bomb site on B. Feeling like M80 are kind of a one-trick right now. They're not doing much faking.
Yeah, and you know, because MOUZ are playing from the front, they kind of have the freedom right now to play patchwork CS, where wherever the problem is, that's where you lean a little heavier.
Oh no.
Torshi's AWP firing off for 2 quick kills on the long side. And no trade, some ground gain for Lake, but it's an awkward engagement. He can't get his bearings, and so Brolin gets out with his life. There's even a backstab, 2 players all the way down through Banana. That earlier triple B lean for MOUZ that gets activated very quick on the flank. And so M80 are getting strung out. They've lost all this ground, and once more they would be left moving into the stack if they commit to this A play. That 1 kill from Sin. How does that change the round? Lake's moving back to join him. It's Exertion you're not supposed to be ready for here.
Still the harder of two sides right now with this crossfire. Jimmy trying to find that angle on the pixel gap. They go over the top. Exertion's a guy to worry about. Put down by Lake. Trying to do this on his own. He has to now. 1v2 and Jimmy doesn't let him through. Holds down the pit valiantly. 3 kills for Jimpat. And MOUZ building more and more in these mid-round moments, even into a weaker bomb site. Go M80. They can't get out with a thing. Torshi's AWP has not been taking over in this series. But that's a high impact round just to stop M80 from splitting a weak A-hold.
Now here on map 3, and that's the maps that really matter. That's where Torshi's done his best work. He's had a series of high impact rounds here. On the rifles mainly, and in the pistol, now on the AWP. Only too strong towards the B side of the map, and that nade wrecks Exertion, who was looking for some re-aggression. This is more standard from M80, less of these 5-man grouped pushes. They've gone back to a bit of a default here, looking for a pressure over towards Banana, trying to make MOUZ scared of top mid, and only now making their final move.
Not much blocking util, just smokes, and we know M80 and their proclivity to go through them. Give them an entry, you give them wind in their sails. Without it, they still look interested. Popping through with a flash right click, they're full blind, but so are MOUZ. Swisher makes it in. Roller needs something more, but they keep the pressure on and they make it in unscathed. 4 on 3, cross shot connects, and bomb dropped here, opens up a chance for MOUZ.
You know, if you could just deal with Spinks there on that push out of Lake, that might be enough to stop the retake in its tracks. Instead, Spinks keeps it going. On for the ace. Only Sin remains in a round that has spiraled away from M80 so quickly at the hands of just one man. Sin.
What?
Good for that, but all 5 out of Spinks. The third piece, the third man. And the lead extended for MOUZ as one player in isolation takes that one away.
Oh, they don't like that. But Spinks all over it. Been integral as that third piece in this B bomb site, shutting it down round after round for MOUZ as M80 just run pops, popping out mid, popping out B, trying to overwhelm with firepower. But Spinks holds strong, and M80 running out of road on this T side. 3 more rounds, 2 to their name. M80, remember how they closed the series out against Na'Vi? It was those back-to-back B-pops very similarly with far too aggressive setups in Banana for Na'Vi on the CT side. MOUZ have not made that mistake. They've not had Torshi on B. They've been playing very passive every single time. Torshi now starts here as well. But M80 avoid it. They are just going for these 5-man group plays. This round, no exception. Hex coming through apartments, but they run through the mid-molly. Jimmy caught off guard.
Dumping all his util, trying to slow this down, make it uncomfortable. Keep them trapped with the Spinks spam. Jimmy head on a swivel, and down to the pistol. He'll take them all out of the round.
These are getting brutal now from MOUZ, and you wonder if M80 just don't think they can long out proper default rounds. Try and go toe-for-toe with MOUZ. On a map where experience often reigns true, where it's not just about your individuals. And no doubt MOUZ will be favorites in this third map, but M80 are not beating them with their game right now. Playing very fast. And MOUZ punishing every step of the way. Lazy clear for Hex, just walks through the doorway.
I mean, look, the second half is supposed to be better for M80, but that hinges on you getting to play it, right? CT side is where this team's actually look to do their best work. But if they get through with just 2 rounds in this first half, it means you're a pistol away from losing this quarterfinal.
For a team that was just so methodical and ancient, the way they took map control, gave it up, the dance on this T side, none of it here on Inferno. They take banana, they go back. MOUZ over-rotate. This is what M80 wants.
Yeah, I mean, at bare minimum, you've kind of spent all this first half giving the illusion to MOUZ that wherever you first show your hand, that's where you're ending up. And so MOUZ bite down on that premise in this round.
Is it enough? Or can Jimmy hold strong?
I mean, he was fantastic in that last round, was able to stop the spillover. They're asking him to do it again, but only manages one. It's Spinks next on the scene. Knocked out after his single. And they've gotten past the Torchiorb. Chance at a plant here, but they're caught fighting, they're caught scrapping. Slacks out in the open is found. And MOUZ is sprinting towards double digits.
Bomb was stuck on top. They had to climb back up to get it. They couldn't even prioritize plant in a 2v3 where you could argue M80 maybe even favored in that post plant, but they can't get that far. MOUZ playing from the front. Poking out M80's eyes with a 9-round CT side. This underdog story being put down here on Inferno.
Nades find great damage. That's already a horrible start for M80. Another fast-paced play over towards this B site, and Brolin, he's learned a thing or two about it. He's expecting this. So is Exertion. They've got guns on. You're not catching them with util out this time around.
Hey, the smoke. They've got to use it or lose it. Oh, Switcher could have walked in, gone CT, but instead they go back. Hex has already been denied in middle. And in this final round on your T side, what do you have to show for it? 2v5. Blocked. And MOUZ 3 strong. M80 meet their maker.
And MOUZ have just always had stacks in the right place. M80 haven't exactly made it difficult for them, but Brolin has always made sure they're padded up, they're ready to receive. They learned their lesson early on about the kind of pace of this T side, and since that point, they just haven't let up. 1 kill for Swisher. It's only going to reclaim so much ground here as there's still more challenges rolled out in front of M80 and behind them. As Exertion's teed up with flashes, he plays right through in tandem with Spinks. MOUZ destined for double digits. Sin left in this 1v3, can't get anything going. And so MOUZ powering up come the turn of Inferno. They're searching for semi-finals.
Counter-Strike, like a fine wine, has aged well. As have you, Mr. Bloom. And that's why I bring you today into the Counter-Strike Clubhouse. I've heard through the grapevine that you've brought the Paris Major. Mr. Bloom, please talk me through your decision to present this to the council.
Well, how right you are. I went down to the Clubhouse archives and I happened upon this one. This is at the Paris Major Grand Final, the last round. We're talking overtime, on nuke, home crowd. Everything is on the line right here.
Apex and ZywOo in the Accor Arena, as French as it gets. I think it's poetic as well that all 5 kills in the final round are from the 2 French players.
Yes.
This was supported by Dupree and by Magisk and Spinks.
This moment is everything. Like, this round would have been so different if ZywOo doesn't hit that shot. You can really taste the fear in Gamer Legion when they run from the ZywOo AWP.
In fear, you know, you see ZywOo shoot 1 bullet.
But they turn back because they're so afraid, and then they walk into Apex.
And here it is, that final shot, ZywOo to close it all.
Everything on him. Vitality.
No holds back, no surrender.
No holds back.
Some would say. Almost destiny that all 5 players are killed by the 2 Frenchmen on French soil.
There's so much rich history to be built on this moment alone.
And the fact that those 2 legends continue to improve. Legendary moment for the Vitality org.
Quite possibly a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for ZywOo to win on, in Paris like that, and for Apex too.
That's why we have culture clubhouses. It's so that we can thrive in the finest environments, and if this isn't Counter-Strike in its finest environment, then I don't know what is.
Now we must find a reasonable score, both in terms of mechanics and cultural impact for this clip. And
of course,
starting with the mechanics, it is a bit on the low end. I would give this maybe a 5 out of 10.
Of course.
But
sure.
On the cultural side, this is as big as it gets. ZywOo and Apex in France, in Paris, after the fall of French Counter-Strike. Your first cast, it's Dupree's 5th major. I don't think it gets much bigger. I would say this is about an 8.5 out of 10 for me.
Mechanically speaking, I'll raise it just to the 6. But culture, this was a CSGO major for ZywOo. Now ZywOo, they call him the CS GOAT, but if he never had his CSGO major, then that argument is absolutely blown out of the water. But this was a crowning jewel in terms of his accomplishments. At the tail end of a game, he thrust himself into the pantheon of greats. And for that reason, I'll take your 8 and I'll crank it to a 10. Bottle it and keep it on the Culture Club's top shelf.
Delicious.
MOUZ stumble, but they don't fall flat on their face in this series. 3rd map with a stellar defense on both sides. Here on Inferno, M80 may have hit their head on the ceiling. A sweet upset on Mirage, but this 3rd one shows nothing. 2 T rounds.
I mean, there's so much weighted on this pistol round. The entire game now hinges on it for M80. And the MOUZ on the T side, they get to set the pace and how this round will be played. They're being given a lot of respect right now by the M80 team. All the room they want to launch this B offensive. Brolin's got the util. And so the hit is coming. It's Swisher and Sin who have got to respond. Chance to block, but they won't respect that smoke. MOUZ are coming right through. Swisher only good for the first. These dual Berettas have to find something and they can't hold on. Overwhelmed. It's a 3-on-3 in the retake for M80.
Yeah, you need more than 2 on a hold like that, especially with dual Berettas. That's what they were meant to do. But MOUZ now plant their feet firmly with Spinks after a stinker on Mirage coming through 18-4. Locking down coffins, looking to put bodies in bags. Spinks finds his 3rd of the round. Ace denied, but Pistol hanging in the balance here for M80. They've got to stick this, but no kit right now. They get off again. Hex with 1. He's sticking in the smoke. Brolin's got the knife out. He's missing it. He's missing it.
Oh, no!
Oh, save by the bell. Brolin puts the pistol round down for MOUZ.
And just like that, M80 must feel crushed. This was the round they had to win if they wanted a chance at the comeback, and it's sealed with a knife from the captain of MOUZ.
What could be the final timeout for the British coach on this stage? It will be if MOUZ have their way. 2 rounds until they meet Vitality in those semi-finals.
I mean, you know, when MOUZ are in this position back on Mirage, they're able to find success in that force buy, but they're the more experienced team. They've got more reps in high-pressure scenarios like this. They've played on more stages. They had to come to grips with the difficulty and the pressure within that. M80 are merely at the beginning of this journey. And this 3rd map has served as a reminder of that fact.
Yeah, hopefully a journey that keeps going, though. We've still seen massive growth from M80 to even make it to this place. the wins they found, defeating Na'Vi in the way they did. And of course, stealing a map against MOUZ on a stage in their debut is an admirable run here for M80. But maybe, just maybe, this is as far as it goes.
Really awkward fight there. As everyone's blind, Slacks collects what he can. Brolin with the turnaround though. Immediately returns MOUZ to the driver's seat, and with exertion here, he's heard the footsteps, knows that kill is coming his way. MOUZ on to match point.
Nothing but reassuring, at least, to finish off this series for MOUZ. Even if Mirage leaves you questioning the form of some of these players, many questions answered by the end of Inferno. Gotta admire the ability to reset in the way they did. 20-6 for Spinks. Field day.
Yeah, I mean, he's just been unmatched here. Come map 3. As you see there, going on to have a best half in quite a while, and that's after an 0-10 opener on Mirage. Dead on for crediting his reset, Spinks being a real driving force behind this success, and the rest of MOUZ level up around him.
They're letting the kills come to them. MOUZ don't feel the burden to force these fights. And so M80's boost shut out.
I think the only sore spot here for M80 was coming into this, the idea that they put forth that MOUZ are beatable. And I think he was right in that conclusion. You know, when you kind of look back, you kind of think retroactively to this game, M80 did have a chance to 2-0. But with MOUZ starting a little stronger, pushing all the right buttons on Ancient, you're left with this feeling of, oh, what could have been for this M80 team.
Bittersweet memories after all. But right now, just bitter, because Swisher picked through that smoke. MOUZ sit 5v3, just ready to force it over the line.
They're not going to feel too flustered here, sitting a man up, about to get this B plant. Jimmy even able to block on the banana side. MOUZ know that this is it. This is where they deal the killing blow to M80. Hex going to break through, but it's a glimmer of hope here. Very little to hold on to as they go searching for this retake. Another block, smoke down in their face. They've run out of room to run, surely, as Hex does all he can. Will it be enough? Or can Brolin stop them here and now? No! M80 hold on! One more round of play in the Wembley Ovo Arena.
Yeah, one final smile, one final thing to remember here. 3v5 on the flank, no one in the B bomb site. And they win out an impossible retake. A robbery, yes. But to keep it up for 10 rounds of play, doesn't feel realistic.
And they just have so much freedom, so many rounds, so many chances to play with. They can throw in a cobbled together force fight like this and play group, play fast, give M80 a taste of their own medicine.
Yeah.
Exertion open, his teammates falling like flies. Lake is now the only hope, and he's boxed in. Torshi will find him. And so MOUZ go looking for that delayed gratification here. 4-on-2 post-plant. And no way to mess this one up.
So you'd like to think, final ditch here, sim with some nades, a hope and a dream for M80. But a reality for MOUZ, a day with destiny, a day with vitality, 2 kills away.
And Swisher on borrowed time. M80's journey on the stage is ended in the quarterfinal. MOUZ saving themselves just in time after falling quiet on Mirage. Getting back into that game enough to arrive on Inferno in terrifying form. Semis secured for MOUZ.